Welcome to the Bag Hag Digest. Hey guys, it's Trina. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have something special. I finally purchased an item that's been on my luxury wish list since the beginning of last year. Ooh. It's this Stella McCartney fold-over tote in shaggy deer faux suede. Yes, I got it in the classic black and silver I've been lusting after, and I finally found a seller in Japan that was willing to part with it for a price that was reasonable to me. Now, Stella McCartney has established herself as a leading figure in the designer fashion industry. While she makes the full collection of fashion items, her design purses in particular are incredibly popular with a wide variety of people, including celebrities like Kate Moss, Rihanna, and Salma Hayek. Is that how you pronounce her name? Hayek? I think so. Anyway, the Falabella is identified by a chain woven around the seams of the bag. There are several iterations of the bag, such as this fold-over crossbody bag in teddy bear fur that I still have in my possession. I love this one, but I've put it on the resale market because it's not particularly practical for me. Simply just doesn't hold enough and it's not organized well. But it's hard to part with it, you know? So the Falabella was launched in Stella McCartney's Winter 2010 collection, and it's been a signature style for her brand ever since. Her tote versions fit a lot, look very edgy with the sleek hardware and slouch effect, and can mix and match with a lot of clothing styles, especially in the simple color combo I have here. I think this item can be both dressy and casual. It doesn't really match what I'm wearing today, but that's okay. So due to her luxe design, Stella McCartney is popular outside the earth-hugging crowd, but a lot of her fans appreciate her dedication to sustainability, and I'm one of them. In addition to recycling and responsibly sourcing materials, the brand abstains from using animal skins and instead fabricates their own faux fur leather material. All of Stella McCartney's shoes, accessories, and handbags are made with vegan leather, though I really hate that term vegan leather. Just call it spade a spade, you know? It's synthetic material. But it is also PVC free, which is good. Synthetic materials may not scream luxury to some, but I assure you, the craftsmanship with Stella McCartney's items will placate any naysayers. It's sometimes hard to believe some of her bags are leather-free, given their feel and quality. The chains are heavy, but outstanding in quality. The Falabella bag has been duplicated a lot, so do beware. Even down to like the same tag that she always has, so you gotta be careful. Like any brand, there's always duplicates. Anyway, I'm going to go over 3 elements of the Falabella bag that make it a real winner when it comes to quality. So first is the construction. All Falabella bags are made in Italy, a place known for the expert craftsmanship we've come to expect, and the bag's stitching and dimensions are uniform and well finished. The bag is constructed with exposed seams, which are then punched at regular intervals. A cord is then whip stitched through, attaching the chain at every link, very tight and secure. Artisans then apply the chain detail to the bag by hand, which does increase the production expenses and the price point, but it ensures excellent results. Second is the materials. Although it's not leather, this bag is still a luxury level product. There are many variations of the Falabella, but one of its most popular iterations is composed of a Stella McCartney signature vegan leather substitute, like this one here, called Shaggy Deer, which is what I have, yeah. So the material is actually proprietary to the brand and is apparently expensive to manufacture. I heard it's even more expensive than some leathers. It has a unique weight and doesn't feel like oil or plastic and doesn't have a lot of stretch, so it'll hold its shape over time. Authentic shaggy deer is textured with an appearance similar to suede that has been printed or embossed with a glossy pebble effect. The Falabella bag lining is made with recycled nylon, with a jaguared weave that features a logo in a circular motif. The motif has clean letters formed by dots. A third sign of quality, I already mentioned actually, is the hardware. Stella McCartney's Falabella bags are constructed with a flat curb link chain. Oh, I love the sound of that. These chains are normally ruthenium or brass and are diamond cut. The chain lines the edge of the bag in one continuous link without gaps or joints, and the size of the chain is proportional to the bag size. So a bigger bag like mine, which is the second largest in her Falabella line, is going to be heavy. Actually, this one might even be heavier than the largest size because of the extra strap that goes around so you can wear it as a shoulder. And by the way, this is great because it doesn't hang down too low. If you're just using it as a clutch or a top-held bag, this doesn't look out of place like it does on some bags. So although you can wear the larger tote on your shoulder because the top handle straps are longer, it depends on your armhole size, I think. Anyway, a Falabella mini bag will have smaller links than the standard tote. And yeah, you can see that comparing these two right here. This is definitely thicker. In all cases with the Falabella model, the chain link and the lines the bag's perimeter and makes up the top handles and shoulder straps, if applicable, like here. Only in a full bag with shoulder straps will there be a jump ring or space in the chain, as shown here. Actually, can't really even see it. Actually, there's not even a space here. It just fits into a chain. An iconic Hardwell element to notice is the disc I showed you before attached to the chain. It starts up a little bit near this, up from the seam, and it's made to fit perfectly dangling when it's folded over. If there's an interior pocket on the item, like there is here, there'll be another disc as a pull for the zip closure, but the zipper itself is branded YKK. So there you go, an excellent construction and craftsmanship, superior materials, and beautiful hardware. These are the things you'll want in any high-end bag. So if you're shopping for a real Falabella, look for the white tag sewn into the interior of the pocket. The tag features 3 rows of numbers which refer to style number, embellishments, fabrication, and season. Another identifier is the interior label, which should read Stella McCartney made in Italy, and it's either stamped in foil or embossed. So now that we're talking about authentication here, also examine the stitching on the purse. Authentic bags will feature even, well-done stitching that doesn't appear crooked, loose, or mismatched, and doesn't have any signs of glue. Fake bags are often known for having some error in replication, such as an extra pocket where there shouldn't be one, or missing clasps. If you see any differences between the purse for sale and the original photos from Stella McCartney's site, click away, my friends, click away. Now, let's move on to the pros and cons of this bag. Obviously, you've seen my unboxing or unbagging of this item, but in fact, I've had it for a wee while and I've been rocking this gorgeous shoulder bag for 2 weeks straight. Here are my 4 positive impressions. First, the bag looks great and is pretty versatile. It goes with most of what I own, being black, but I did stick to silver jewelry and glasses this week. The bag is really grungy and youthful in appearance, but it's also classy, and for that reason, I think you fellow middle-agers can rock the crap out of this bag too. Also, there's no loud logomania going on, which I really appreciate. The bag itself is more than loud enough. Thank you. It holds a heck of a lot. I can fit my MacBook Air, A4 size documents, books, a water bottle, an umbrella, the whole shaboodle really. If I carry it as a tote from the top handles especially. Now if I want to fold it over, I wouldn't be able to put my laptop and I'd have to fold any A4 papers, but I can fit a heck of a lot in here. Okay, let's see what this beautiful bag contains at the moment. It's not fully packed, as you can see. As long as I can fold it up, I find this a good size to keep for stuff in, but yeah, it's quite flexible. So I've got, usually, well, obviously I'm filming with it right now, but I've got my camera. I have a giant glasses case in which I usually keep my vape stick. I have my prescription glasses. I have some hand cream, my one of my mini pochettes, my retainer. I have a lip gloss and my ink on for work, a random receipt, a Rubik's Cube. I'm trying to learn how to do this. My bullet journal. Usually I have my Louis Vuitton agenda, but I'm trying out a new system and this is only a small amount of paper, so I'm almost finished with it actually. Should do a video on that because I'm really finding it useful, but this is nice. I've had this for years and decided to make use of it. I've got another mini pochette clé from Louis Vuitton. This is for my cards. I've got a little coin purse. I got a pen, atomizer for perfume, my Louis Vuitton mini pochette, which also, oh, this is the clé, sorry, not the mini pochette. This is the mini pochette, not the clay, but the mini pochette. So I love this item. And this also holds my cash. I just carried loose cash and bits and bobs. And I have some tissues today and an umbrella. And for my tennis elbow, which has not healed yet, I've got this strap that I put on my arm so I have less pain when I move my muscles. I have some stevia in liquid form, which is a bit dangerous. I should try and get some pills. They're less likely to damage things if it suddenly gets open. What else? I have a pocket in here that I have some stuff in. I have my key fob, some aspirin or some sort of medication, and I also carry my house key and bus pass if I'm in need of those as well. So that is it. That's all it carries as a nice shoulder bag. And or tote. If I want to put some of my documents from work in there, I can either fold them up in here. I could fit my small laptop or really small laptop or my or an iPad. I don't actually own an iPad, and a whole bunch more. And it's surprisingly sturdy for a bag that is made of what's ostensibly fabric. You know, it's very well put together, and I'm hoping I'll have this bag for years to come. Very pleased with it. Now, a lot of people claim that this bag is very finicky, and I think they're right, but you do get used to carrying it and folding out the chains. Okay, so that's that. Where are we? Number 3. Is it number 3? Yes, number 3. This bag would make a decent travel bag due to the lack of structure. I wouldn't fold the bag for fear of making creases that are hard to get out, but it can certainly lay flat and you could roll it. Of course, it's not the lightest option for travel, but if you want to bring it with you, you can, especially as a carry-on. Now, number 4, when in fold over tote mode, it can be easily made to look smaller and fits comfortably near the body, like I'm wearing it now. Actually, in fold over tote mode, I think you should carry less, as the fold over part is not attractive when the bag is stuffed, I think. An important side note here, if you want to fold over to the side, opposite, okay, so how do I explain this? So I don't know if I'm showing this properly, but basically, if you want to carry this, ultimately you should fold it over like this, not what I've been doing until now, because then it's going to look better. So when you're pushing into your body, the strap on the front, this will push it forward and it'll look better. If you do it the other way, what's going to happen is you might end up having this open bag look. If you don't close it properly, you're going to be left with this gaping mouth, which is not the most attractive thing, I think. So if you can't be bothered to fold it or to close the snap, then do fold it over like so. Now on to 4 negatives. First and foremost, and I knew this going into my purchase due to the thick and juicy chains this bag has, it's heavy as beep, and because there's no padding on the shoulder strap, you're going to really feel it if you carry a lot, if you overstuff it or carry a lot. Now personally, as a big and relatively strong gal who didn't do a great deal of walking with this item in the past 2 weeks, the heaviness was not an issue for me. But yeah, I did notice it. One good thing that goes with that heaviness though is that it doesn't slip off my shoulders, and this is an issue I have with a lot of shoulder bags, and it just sticks there even with slippery clothes, and that's a hard thing to do for a bag for me, so I really like that. Now, according to Stella's website, this thing weighs 0.85 kg, which is 1.87 pounds. Yeah, that's a heavy item. Okay, so let's weigh a Rebecca Minkoff Jumbo Love Bag, since it has chains too, and it's reasonably large, and let's see the difference there. Okay, number 2, this bag has 0 structure. Now that's great if you want the slouchy look, but when you set the thing on a table or countertop, it's just gonna flop right down. Personally, I don't like this. Number 3, the bag is noisy. This is also a given for any bag with chains, but this model has an abundance of hardware to make contact with more stuff. Not only that, but the material itself has a crinkly, crispy feel to it that might put some of you off. I don't really notice it, but I know that other people do complain about that. And number 4, this bag does have a side pocket, but it is a bottomless pit. You can lose smaller things in here, so you'll definitely want to embrace the catch-all bag-in-bag concept. So in order to address the organization issue and the lack of structure in the bag, I decided to try out a bag insert that I happen to have for my Lady Dior here in denim. I got this felt, let's see, I'll show it to you. I got this felt insert on Amazon, and in truth it turned out to be a little too tall for this bag. If only it were cut down to here, then I'd be able to put it in the base of my Falabella and still fold it over. But it does indeed organize my stuff inside it and give it a fuller, more structured look to the bag, but I'd only use it if using the bag as a tote, and to be honest, I can't be bothered. Overall, I'm satisfied with this bag despite the drawbacks. Hell to the yes, my friends. I'm proud to be an owner of it, not only because it's so stylish, but because of all the eco fashion forward ethics it represents. This is a winner. The measurements of this bag will be posted in the description section, by the way, if you need them. And I'll also post a link to a place or two where you can procure this lovely piece for yourself on the pre-loved market. If you want one new, just head over to Stella McCartney's website. Note that unlike other brands such as Chanel or Louis Vuitton, she does have sales, and you can find older discontinued prices if you shop at high-end department stores such as Barney's, Saks, or Nordstrom. Okay, I've definitely talked sufficiently about this bag, so I'll draw this video to a close. If you enjoyed my ramblings, do give me a thumbs up and kindly consider subscribing if you have not already. Your actions give me the strength to power on with YouTube, fellow bag lovers, which is not always an easy thing to do. I really appreciate your support. Bag Hag signing out. Mwah! See you soon.